Hey, how's it going, everybody? MrYourWilly here. Time for another episode of Better Than Wolves. I have a lot I wish to do today. Hopefully we can accomplish it all. I kind of planned it to fit around the the 30-minute time frame, so hopefully we can get that all. We got as many seeds as hemp this time. Awesome. I'm actually really liking the seed ratio being dropped, because now like this one gives me just enough seeds to plant another one. This one gave me just enough seeds to plant another one. So I won't get a huge excess of seeds anymore unless I'm using hemp seeds. So if you're feeding, chickens here, because they require seeds to lay eggs. I'm gonna remove that. It's getting in my face. Use hemp seeds, because you're going to always get some hemp seeds and you're never gonna have to replant the root. What, none of you? Well, I did feed them right before the end of the last episode, so I'll have to wait for them to re-chickenify to lay some eggs. But yeah, I'm really liking that. Also, at the end of the episode, I kind of messed around, got some steak dinners, which is carrots, potatoes, and steak. And it's boiled potatoes or baked potatoes. I just boiled the potatoes because the nice thing about this cauldron setup I have right now is I can just put potatoes in here and it'll boil it, and carrots, and it'll cook it, flour, steak, and some bowls. So whenever I'm finished eating something, I just put the bowls in here. And then I think the only thing I need left is sugar. And I'll get some with 5 bowls. I'll get some hearty stew, which is great because hearty stew feeds me a lot. And actually, I should probably read a comment before I go running off. I got a couple comments to read for you guys. So much food, you're gonna get fat so quickly now, says Jake. That's funny how I was just talking about food and I got that comment. But yeah, after messing around with the last episode and all that, I definitely was worried about the same exact thing. Is that? Oh, it's just stone. I thought that was stone brick. I'm like, why is there stone brick there? But I was worried about the same exact thing he was. I'm like, oh great. With all this new food items, I'm just gonna get like super, big and all that because of it. And that ended up not being the case. As you can see, my hunger bar already went down 2.5 or 3 bars just since I started recording it. So food definitely goes down really quickly now, like insanely fast. But it only goes down quickly up until the moment you start reaching I guess I don't, well, I'll take that instead. It'll start going down fast until you reach where your fat level is. So my fat level, I kept it right now at 4.5 bars, because after 5 bars, that's when you start getting overweight. So if I keep it at where it is now, then I won't actually get, don't know what I'm going to do with this corner piece. Oh, no, that's fine. I can remove that. But I won't actually have an issue with it until I start getting less hunger than fat. Then it starts using the fat instead of my hunger. So because of where I am right now, I'm going to lose my sprint speed a bit. Right now, as you can see, I'm not as fast, because once you reach 5 hunger bars, your speed decreases. And so I'm going to definitely be suffering in the speed department for a bit. But you also suffer in speed department if you have too much fat. So it's kind of like a balancing act between the two. I want to show you guys something interesting that I learned. If you notice, there's ingots in here, ingots, not nuggets. But that's because the cool thing about this is when you have 8 nuggets, it'll stay as nuggets, but the moment you get the 9th nugget, it'll automatically melt it down into ingot form for you. So when you're melting down your armor and it gives you those nuggets, it'll give you nuggets first, and then it'll melt it down again in a second process to give you the actual ingot bars, which is really cool. And my armor is slowly going away, actually. I might... it's not that bad yet. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking for a bit and cut the take, work on that upper part of the road a bit more. I'm really liking how the roads are turning out. It's actually better than I expected, to tell you the truth. I didn't think the roads with this pattern was going to actually look this good. Oh, and that's in my face. But no, I'm actually pleasantly surprised about how well this turned out. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a bit. By the way, I wanted to make a small correction. It's not sugar, even though it did go up. It's because of, I think, the redstone or something else in here. It's actually brown mushrooms. That's what it is. I still need to remember the new cooking recipes. But yes, it's definitely not sugar. Sorry for misleading you with that. And whoa, I have tons of seeds in this chest. I just noticed that. Anywho, I was just going in here to grab some more bricks so that I can, and more cobblestone, so that I can work on the roads a bit more. And it's becoming nighttime soon, so I'm going to do my whole little nighttime trick. Doom-de-doom. And read one more comment. Let's see what we got. Emerald! Or, not emeralds. Emerged 9 ore for 1 ingot? Curse you, flower child, says Nico 9 Lives. Well, you gotta think, you know, mid to end game, how much iron ore do you actually end up like just walking past? And you're like, it's iron, don't need it. Like, now it forces you to get iron because you have so much like iron ore, and then you get so little for the iron ore to ingot ratio. So it's, yeah, getting just iron armor is definitely, and now I lost my sprinting ability. Not lost it, but slower. You definitely work a lot harder to get those. That's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna just turn this into those slabs and work on those stairs just a bit more for you guys. Alright, we're at the bottom of my mine shaft here, so I have some items I need to craft. First item, actually before I do even crafting that item, I should probably make an infinite pool of water, and I guess a good spot to do so would be right here actually. It's already like in the shape of what I need. Alright, so there we go, infinite pool of water. Then I'm going to craft a cauldron. So let's put like that, cauldron. And then I also wish to craft, should be like so, with that in the middle, with that and that. There we go. Got a little bit of extra material, but that's fine. That's kind of what I was expecting. Alright. We're probably going to need even more than that for now. 2 is fine. So what I want to do, actually, this can also go down there. What I want to do is create some kind of XP farm. Some way of gathering XP from these guys without having to just stand here and wait for 2 or so to spawn at a time, which is very slow and time consuming. So what I'm going to do is remove this for now, and actually I'll put this just right there. That works for me. And cover it up, but not yet. What I want to do first is figure out exactly kind of what's underneath here. So let's clear this all out here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these zombies basically spawn and then kind of drop. And then when they drop, they will be easier to kill because I'll just move them all into one area. So let's clear about, I don't know, 3 or 4 layers down. Oh my god, it's iron. Okay. Now we basically have a way for them to drop, and they're going to kind of move over here just like a normal mob spawner will be. So we want to move this further back. So by 4 each. And I actually am going to collect this iron. Just because iron is now a much more rare item. Not in how much they are or have in the game, but the frequency of spawning and all that is still the same. But how much you get from it all, well, that's too far. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is use these infinite water sources to get some water buckets. Hopefully I did. I was hoping I was not that quick, but I was. So now you can see my food is peckish, but it's not going to go any lower than that because I have all this extra fat buildup, so now I can just eat. And what the heck, I'll even eat again. As you can see, I'm actually past 5, but only by a little bit. So I think it's when I reach past 6 that I get that condition on me, the extra weight one. So yeah, with that, how that is set up now, I'm just going to even put like a wall here just for now. But that will move it all the way right to this edge and then knock them down, which is exactly what we want. And then I'll put that there, grab that, and put that there. There we go. You have a whole wall of water. So I'm going to grab this. Now, they're actually going to fall here. And let me see how I want this to be set up. Alright, so if you have those there, then I'm going to use dirt and cobblestone, I guess, as a reference point. So dirt will be axles, and then cobblestone will be where I put gearboxes. So we're going to need at least an axle connecting to each of these devices that I'm building. And then we're also going to need some gearboxes. Let's just put a torch right there for now. And then we're going to have a double axle here. So as you can see, I'm going to be alternating from where we are because we have so many of these devices that I'm going to be building. And then we're going to need to have these all connect to one thing. So how best to do that? On the way there, I decided let's go ahead and read one more letter. After recently subscribing, I made it through all the multiplayer playlists seasons 1 and 2, and I am finally up to date on Better Than Wolves. Wow, you have grown from a good YouTuber to an amazing one, says Bubblegun. Why, thank you. I'm glad you have enjoyed all of the seasons that I have produced, and I definitely agree with you. I've definitely improved since my first season for sure, and you know, ever since then I've constantly improving on how I do my Let's Plays and you know how they're performed and all that. So I'm glad that you are enjoying it so far. I'm gonna even put the nugget in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and work on this a bit more. So this is what I did. I put together all the dirt for the axles and all the cobblestone for the gearboxes. I actually built them too close when I originally did it, which is why I decided to cut the cam and kind of mess around with it, see, you know, if I did it right or not. But I actually need to move it one more out, which is perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break where all the axles need to be and leave the gearboxes where they need to be, because axles will be a little bit more annoying, mostly because they don't rotate. Gearboxes rotate still, but axles do not. I also just realized that I need to build one more thing, but I can wait on that. So this is basically how it's gonna go. The saws will be here where the torches are, and I'm not gonna place them quite yet because it's easier placing these axles when there's nothing there. And then they'll be connected by the back through with these axles here. Now the axles can only go up to 3, so that's why this is at the furthest distance, and then they'll go basically straight down into more gearboxes. Now if I wanted to, which I actually am going to do just for the sake of saving resources, and I just realized this right now, instead of having the axles go down into more gearboxes and then across, I'm actually going to make them go across and connect to this one gearbox. So that will basically save me 2 gearboxes here, and 1 gearbox here. So let's go ahead. Oh, I can't do it on here because this crosses. So I don't save any gearboxes here, but I do save 2 here, which isn't actually bad, seeing as gearboxes are expensive. I'd rather save those 2 gearboxes for another build. Now, the nice thing is all you have to do is hit the side that you want it to protrude from. So if I hit it here, it protrudes from there. So it's really useful, like, for building this. I don't have to be angled like this. I could actually be angled like this. As long as I hit that side, it will go there. So at least it's not completely annoying to place these axles, but it's definitely more annoying than it used to be. Now, gearboxes have the added benefit of being able to be not only placed and rotated the direction that you're facing, not the side. So if I hit this side, it'll still face me. But unlike axles, which can't be rotated, gearboxes can. So if I do it like this, and I'm like, oh, that's wrong, I can actually rotate the gearbox by right-clicking, because it doesn't change the whole shape of it. It just changes which side is the input, which is why he left it that way. So we're going to put this gearbox facing down. See, there we go. Made a mistake because I need to be a little bit closer to get to face down, but that's okay. And this one will once again face down, and this one will be facing down as well. And then these guys will be facing the appropriate direction. This one will be facing like so, because remember, you want the triangles to be facing where power is coming in. Probably don't need to tell you guys that by now, but it's so far in between episodes of me placing these gearboxes that I feel a little reminder it's not going to hurt anything. So see, I got 2 extra gearboxes and 2 extra axles, which is not bad, because I saved 2 axles where I saved the 2 gearboxes. So I actually counted perfectly, which is great. So next thing I need to do is place down where all these saws are going to be, and then I should place them like so. And right up against where this gearbox is, like that. And then I also need to do one more thing, and that is to... Actually, you know what? Let me think about this. Alright, we are back, and I wanted to craft this down here for a very good reason. And basically, I'm crafting 8 wooden blades for my water wheel. But they changed the way that this works. Before you could stack them, but you can no longer stack them. So I wanted to, well, 1, show you that they no longer stack, and 2, not clutter on my inventory with a whole bunch of wooden blades. It's easier having sidings and glue, which only take up 2 spaces, than 8 wooden blades. So all you do is combine these, and you can also, you know, have combined this up there too. To, instead of taking up 2 spots, take up 1 spot for the water wheel. But it doesn't really matter. And then I also got some stone molding from my blacksmith area while I was up there as well, because of a change that I kind of want to make to this. Not really a change, but what I would feel is an improvement. So I'm going to remove these areas here, and at least I don't have to worry about the saws cutting me up because of the whole, well, saws are off at the moment. Come on, you. And then I'm basically going to put... oops, I almost forgot. This doesn't work like micro blocks do. Can't put 2 sidings or moldings in the same area, but basically make steps here. That way, hopefully, it will drop and not get stuck. Well, actually, that might still get stuck. Let me figure out. It should be fine. I'm hoping. We'll find out in a bit. But I know it gets stuck on the edge there. And then also using the moldings, I'm actually going to not do that because that's a bad thing. Hit. Oh gosh. So this is why I don't like that they removed the turning ability of moldings at all. Because it's really hard to get things in those like corners. See? Real pain. And then I keep getting stuck by the saw blades behind me because they have like this weird, or not saw blades, the axles, because they have that kind of corner you can get like slide into, which is kind of interesting. But anyways, going going to increase that like so. Should be able to still hop out of there. And then put the steps back. Of course, that's not going to let me. Pizza. Like so. One more. Oh, that one doesn't have a siding. Wonderful. One more like that. Which means I need to break that. Alright. So put that there. Then the axle, or the saws, will go at the end here. Like so. And this should make it so that the monsters hopefully will get hurt. But the items will still fall. And to even, we'll actually test it, so we don't have to worry about it too much. And then this we want to power, but we don't want to power it quite yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to power it by water here. Now water needs a 2 deep canal that, ooh, there's lava there too. 2 deep canal from the axle. And then it needs to be 2 across here, and I always do 3 across this way. And that's because of where the water source block is going to be. So take this block here, put that there, and this will be where the water flows. And I'll even put a torch right there to light this area up. And then I just basically put the water wheel here. And you also need 2 above it. So this is 1 too short, but that's okay. Just clean that up here and then go across by 2. That torch will probably be in the way, so I'll, instead of putting the torch there or there, because that's not at all where I want it, there. So that should give it plenty of rotating room, and we'll find out very quickly because it won't let us place it if it can't fit. Then we want to, come on, hop up here. Let's see. That should all be connected right. And the saw blades will be starting very soon. So what we're gonna do is remove that and that so I don't get hit by the saw blades. And let me see. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to do, which is actually annoying that I did it that way, but that's okay. I'll just do it here. We want a water stream to carry all the items away. And so what we're going to do is put the item stream like so. And water right at the end here. So that we have the stream starting, because this will be blocked off once we begin. It'll be blocked off here, so the water is constantly moving that way. There's no chance of it, for some reason, getting stuck here. And then let's go over here. And okay, so that's where the end is, which is great because that's 2 away from here. So what I'm going to do is block it off here. And then we'll do another kind of minor change here. Oh, that's a silverfish. That's a silverfish too. Ah, crud. Alright, I'm gonna have to kill a silverfish. Ow. Alright. It was in my way. Alright, so once again we're gonna have it drop here. Oh, that's a silverfish. Haha, you're in a pit. Alright. And then another one. There's a lot of silverfishes here. Ow. Alright. Water stream will go here. And not very far. We only want it to go, well, I guess we can make it go as far as it needs to go. So let's figure that out. Hop out of there. This will kind of push me for a bit. That's okay. I want the torch here. Alright, let's see. Perfect, so that's the end, which is great. We need something here, and then a doorway. Here. Alright. That and that spot's going to be taken up by something, so let's go ahead and clear this. I kind of wish the gravel wasn't here. That's not a very nice thing to have kind of like in my way, but that's okay. It's interesting. It's where the gearbox is, so if I ever need to like fix anything. Oopsies. At least that's right there. This is what I want it to clear. There we go. And probably one more, now that I think about it. Perfect. And then right there will be an item. Alright, so item, item, item. We'll build the wall back, but here I want to have a way up. So we won't build there, but here we will. That should be enough for me to get up. Yep, okay. Sweet. Now we need to figure out how to get in here. And I shall do that off camera after I grab this water source block. Alright, kind of finished touching up some of this stuff. Made the pathway and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of see how the zombies will react with this first. So, it looks like it is going to cause a problem. So what I want to do is actually move this up one more. So we have the area one further back if we need to. So let's see what this looks like. It still stops there. Oopsies. But why did you do that? It's kind of what I wanted you to do in the first place. So it's kind of weird that I was glitching out. So basically it would push them right into it, into saw blades here. So let's see how that works. And one more thing I want to do. I guess I'll keep this up like this so I can check it out, see what's going on. Let's apply power to this. Oh, one more thing. I also poked a hole here. This is where this is going to be. So I'm going to put, actually, that there. And then this will be a hopper. And that will be a hopper. So basically we have two hoppers and then the cauldron here. Now the cauldron has a lot more space available to it, where these hoppers are kind of limited on their space. This has basically another row. So it's kind of like a stopgap for now. There's other uses for this, and I'll show you those at a later time. But for now, that's the primary use of why I have this set up the way I do. Now, let's go ahead and connect power. And, oh yeah, by the way, when I was poking through, I was like, okay, where is this? So I poked a hole right where the axle was, which was kind of funny. All right, let's see. Sweet, we got power running through the system here. And there we go. I could hear all the saws starting up, which is great. Now, let's see if, actually before I do that, can I do this and look? Yeah, I can. And if I need to look even further, I can break it. Now let's get the zombies to start spawning. So what I'm gonna do is basically knock out all of the light blocking their spawn, which is up here. And unfortunately, I did leave a torch down there. But I'm hoping that won't interfere with anything. So let's knock down these guys. Hello, zombie. You're spawning in the wrong spot. Oh, jerk. Yeah, that's right. He's not burnt. He's not dying. Let's move him over here. This way. Fine. This way. There we go. Oh, that's how it works. What's up, man? Oh, you can hold that if you want. Should probably have these guys stop spawning on my face while I fix this problem that I got myself into. Alright, so first things first. Seeing as they aren't getting killed by that, I want to try one more thing, which is putting stairs, upside down stairs, like so. And there, and there. Will that hurt me? Nope. Alright, so it looks like having something here is not going to help me. I didn't think it would be causing a problem. This is gonna hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Yep, these things are awesome. I'm dead. Sad face. Hey, my death point. Alright, let me go back to rest in pieces. That's funny. Well, at least I know it works. And you can't get out. I tried jumping in. The only thing I didn't try doing is breaking it, but I didn't think I had enough time. But I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Most of my stuff was in here. Some of it wasn't, which causes me to have some concern. Also, I think I was thinking because of the boots. Somebody commented earlier on that. I'll be reading that comment later, probably. Not this episode, but at another time. But anyways, but who knows if that was why I wasn't able to get out, or if it's because of the stream and me getting stuck in that corner. But either way, I need this stream to get it, and what happened is some of the stuff did land on the steps here, which is a concern that I figured might happen, but I was hoping wouldn't happen. And the reason why is because it's just going to be more annoying, because I'm going to have to go like so. There we go. And then put that there. And let's see. Oh, I guess, you know what? I could probably break that from over here. Let's do that. And break that. Can I get on top here? I can still. Perfect. But I do need that. So I'm going to have to do this. And this. To get up to my little peeking hole area. And so it does take a little bit of redesigning, but that's alright. This is all kind of learning for the most parts as well. So now we have two water sources, or streams of water. Now what we could do if we wanted to, and I actually will probably do this just to make it consistent, is add the second water stream, come on, right here, so that it doesn't like push it into the corner like it is now, because I haven't broken all that yet. But instead put it here, and now see it's all flowing in a straight line. And then, once again, I'll just put that there. Then I'm going to grab the water here, just so I can, yeah, I can see with the boots off, I think I can swim now, which with the boots on, I can't. Break that, there we go. And then put the water here. That way the water will still move that way. All right. Back to what we were doing before I ended up killing myself horribly. Let's go ahead and, so all the lights should be off in that area. I'm gonna knock off these torches, and of course I put a torch over there. Knock that off. Hey zombies, what's up? That was instantaneously. So there you go. My zombie grinder. That's funny. Alright, let's go ahead and seal that up. One more. I'm going to leave the steps there, just so I know that's where they are. And then put lights on the outside here, so zombies don't spawn out here. They only spawn in there. And what do I have in here? Oh yeah, cobblestone. I'll take that. Yeah. Then I'm going to see how well the grinder's doing. And we'll call this episode complete. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. Alright. Oh, also, I should probably knock... Well... Not knock off, but... wall off this right there. That way, there's a little bit less... Hey man, what's up? A little bit less light. That should be fine. Okay, sweet. So everything seems to be working. And then down here, I'm getting, well, stuff that I shouldn't be getting. Hey, I actually got a head from one of the zombies. Cool. And some rotten flesh, which is kind of what will be gathered. And you'll notice these red dots, there are red orbs showing up. That will be fixed in the next episode, and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with them. So either way, I hope you guys liked this episode. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to join the epicness. This is Mr. Your Willy signing off. Adios.